WWE 2K24 is just a few months away. In fact, 2K even announced there's a special announcement on January 22nd. Who's going to be the cover wrestler? What's new this year? Here's my thoughts on WWE 2K24. This time it's hard to predict who's going to be the cover athlete of WWE 2K24 because the roster is absolutely stacked. You got guys like Roman Reigns, who's been champion forever. You got CM Punk, who recently returned to the company. You got Cody Rhodes, who's probably about to become the face of the company. You even got The Rock, who recently returned and now he's back in wrestling, which is crazy to say in 2024. So who's going to be the cover athlete? That's the hard part to think about. Let's take a look at some of these options though. I think one could obviously say Roman Reigns easily could be the cover athlete. He's been champion forever. He's the big dog. He's the head of the table. He's the tribal chief. But one can say he already was on the cover of WWE 2K20, which we all know was a major flop. But one could also say that wasn't the head of the table. That was the big dog. That was the corny Roman Reigns. There's no doubt that Roman has been the face of the company for the last few years. And him being on the cover is just obvious. He's a champion. He's the reigning champion. He's carried the company. Might even be the best thing in wrestling going. But what percentage do I give Roman to being the cover of WWE 2K24? About 20%. Like I said, he is the big dog. He is the head of the table, the tribal chief, probably the leader of the locker room and everything. But at the end of the day, he's already been on the cover. And I think as we're about to transition out of the Roman Reigns era and to possibly the Cody era or whoever, I think it's less likely he'll be the cover athlete. Now, The Rock is an interesting one for many reasons. First off, in WWE 2K22 and 2K23, they went with legendary characters to be on the cover, like Rey Mysterio and John Cena. So obviously The Rock fits right into that. But also the fact that The Rock just recently returned and is hinting at a major showdown with Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. What better time to put the great one on the cover of the newest game, right? Now, The Rock was on the cover of WWE 2K14, which is also a legendary game. So why not put him on the cover of 2K24, right? Exactly 10 years later. So there's definitely reasons why you could put The Rock on there. Another reason would be that The Rock is The Rock, right? He's a legend. He's a legendary figure and probably one of the best of all time, maybe even on the Mount Rushmore of wrestling, definitely in WWE. So what do I give The Rock the chance of being on the cover of WWE 2K24? I'm gonna go 25%. I think it's slightly higher than Roman given the 10-year anniversary and The Rock recently coming back to wrestling, but I also think the fact that this might be the first year they go with somebody current on the active roster. CM Punk is another one who just had a huge return at Survivor Series and obviously in the mix, possibly with a big title match against Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 40. I'm just a little skeptical on this one because I know WWE can be very, very petty, and although he is back in the fold and the best in the world is back in WWE, I just have a slight feeling it's too soon and he probably will not be on the cover of WWE 2K24. So for that, I'm probably going to give CM Punk about 5%. Again, I think with Cody being one of the top dogs, Reigns is still there, The Rocket's in the fold, you even got like big celebrities like Logan Paul and Bad Bunny always in the mix. I just feel like now's the time for CM Punk to just ingratiate himself back, and then next year he could possibly be on the cover. And the clear-cut favorite is obviously Cody Rhodes, y'all. He is literally the face of the company, selling the most merch. No disrespect to Roman Reigns, but it seems like Cody going forward is the guy. Most believe he's going to win the Universal title at WrestleMania 40 and then take the reins from there, all pun intended. I think Cody Rhodes is right now the face of the company. He's great for the kids. Moms love him, dads love him, everybody loves him. He has the lineage, obviously being the son of the late, great Dusty Rhodes. And Cody's put in the work, so I think they're going to grace him on the cover of WWE 2K24. I'll still go about a 45% chance that he'll be the cover wrestler. Of course, things can change, obviously, but I think everyone is saying that Cody is the safe pick to be on the cover of the game. That leaves 5%. That could be other. It could be Randy Orton. It could be AJ Styles against Seth Rollins. There's plenty of people who deserve to be on the cover. But I feel like 5% will just be like that random nobody saw coming. Most likely, I still think it would be Cody though. UK Games recently put out a tweet showing the special guest referee shirt. Now, I'm not a WWE historian. Okay, I really try to be. But this looks like the same one Stone Cold wore at the Battle of the Billionaires when Donald Trump with Bobby Lashley basically took on Vince McMahon with Umaga. This leads me to believe that special guest referee will be a playable match in WWE 2K24. Now, this is not the first time we'll see this mode. This was heavily featured in WWF No Mercy, which is an all-time classic game that we will cover in long form one day. But as you see here, you see Shawn Michaels as a special guest referee, who is probably the best ever special guest referee. Let's also be honest, he's also the most biased special guest referee ever. But he's able to count 1, 2, 3. You're able to taunt. You're still able to fight and beat up your opponent if you want. You can be as impartial if you want. Shout out to HBK. Honestly, more than anything, I just want them to clean up a lot of the bugs and glitches. That's probably first and foremost. We got War Games last year. That was a big match. It looks like we're getting special guest referee. That's awesome as well. But I just want to clean up the bugs and glitches, get as close as that real feel as possible. And I think we're good. I mean, obviously, this is going to be a yearly release, so there's tons of time to add stuff like casket match. Shout out to SmackDown too. And various other match types, but they got to be right. I think in this stage, if you're going to get these matches, they got to be right. Well, that's all I got for this video. Definitely hit the like and subscribe button. Let me know what you guys are looking forward to out of WWE 2K24. And also comment, who do you think is going to be the cover athlete? Let me know. Shout out, Pastor 6. We out.